Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, and it's day 6 of e-learning. So let me tell you what you guys are going to be working on today. For math, we are going to be working on perimeter. Right before we all couldn't come to school anymore, we were learning about perimeter. Perimeter is where you find the distance around a shape. So for example, if you had a square and each side was 2 inches, so you would add all of the sides together to find the perimeter. So you would add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and that would get you 2, 4, 6, 8. So the perimeter would be 8 inches. Now, it might be inches, it might be feet, it might be centimeters. Whatever the label is, that's what you're going to use to label it. Let's see. I could draw you guys some. Let's see. All right. You know what? Let me get. There you go. All right. So if I had a square, let's see. Like I was just saying, oh, that's really light. Let me see if I can find a dark one back here. Oh, Sharpie. It always helps. Okay. If I have a square, okay, and each side of my square was 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. To find the perimeter, all I have to do is add all of those sides together. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I get the perimeter. I'm going to write a P for perimeter. My perimeter is 8 inches. All right. Look at that, boys and girls. All right. Let's say that I have a rectangle. Rectangles are kind of like really long squares, okay? If this side of my rectangle was 2, let's use a different unit, 2 centimeters, that means that since this is a rectangle, the opposite side of my rectangle would be exactly the same. Like, let's say that number was not there. Let's say it was missing. If I know that this side is 2 centimeters, then I know for sure this side is going to be 2 centimeters, okay? Let's say that I know that this side, I'm just going to make up a number, boys and girls, is 8 centimeters, okay? That's probably not actually 8 centimeters. All right, let's say that side is 8 centimeters. Well, because this is a rectangle, I know that this side and this side have to be exactly the same. So if this side is 8 centimeters, that means this side has to be 8 centimeters. Then to find the perimeter, guess what? All I have to do is add those numbers together. So I like to always start with my highest numbers. So in this case, my highest numbers are 8s. So we're going to do 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2. And that's how we're going to find our perimeter. So what is 8 plus 8, boys and girls? You're right, it's 16. What is 2 plus 2? You're right again, it's 4. So I'm going to add 16 plus 4, and that's going to give me my perimeter. So ready? Let's do that. 16, let's add 4. 17, 18, 19, 20. So the perimeter of this rectangle that I made up is 20. And look, you have to look at the unit, centimeters. I used centimeters for this one and I used inches for that one. However, today you could see something that says feet. You could see something that says meters, yards, anything like that. All right, so you know that perimeter, you have to add all of the sides together, okay? You're going to be working on this by filling out a Google form. You can only do the Google form once, so make sure that you are taking your time and really doing a good job on it. I have been looking at your grades that you've been getting, and it seems like some of you are doing a lot of you are doing a really great job on your work, and it seems like some of you are maybe not taking as much time as you should. So make sure that you are taking your time on your schoolwork, and I am actually seeing what you're doing on my computer at my house. Even when you sign into programs like Reading Eggs or Reading Express, or you sign into programs like Freckle or any of your math programs that you do, it actually sends me an email and tells me how many minutes you've been on that. So if the assignment says to work on something for 30 minutes, make sure that you are actually working on something for 30 minutes. In my list that I looked at yesterday, I saw a lot of students, they had like 20 minutes or 21 minutes. So make sure you are using that full 30-minute time, because that's what I'm grading you on, okay? I'm grading that you worked really hard on your schoolwork and you got your answers right. And I want to see you guys do a really good job with that. I know you can. Some of you have seen that you've gotten on for like maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes. So I just want you guys to know that I do see those minutes on my computer, and I want you to just do your personal best. All right, so that's what we're doing for math. For reading, we are going to go to Reading Street at home for the first time. All of you are signed on to Reading Street, so this shouldn't be a problem. What you're going to do is you're going to click on Reading Street. You're going to click on a button that says Pearson Realize, and it's a rectangle at the bottom of your screen. It says Pearson Realize. So click on that, and then you're going to see a big red button that says Classes, and you're going to click on Classes. Today you're going to read a story called Bad Dog Dodger, and you're going to see that it says Online Student Edition. You're going to click on Online Student Edition, and that's where you will find Bad Dog Dodger. Now, just like I do with you guys in class, there's a hippo picture at the bottom, and the hippo can read the words to you. There are also pictures that have like a minus and a plus. You can make your page smaller or larger. If I were you, I would make it smaller. So you're going to click on the minus button. You can even click straight to the story Bad Dog Dodger, and then the hippo can read it to you, or you can forget that and say, you know what, I'm a great reader and I'm going to read it myself. So when you are done with all of your assignments today, you are going to make sure you are turning those assignments in. That's something that I also see on my computer. So when you are done with an assignment, you can turn it in, go to View Assignment back at Google Classroom, and then it's either going to say Turn In or it's going to say Mark as Done. And when you are looking at your list of things to do today, if it's grayed out, like right now it's probably black. If it's grayed out, that means that you turned it in, and I can see that you turned it in. And I mark you as done when I see that. So make sure you guys do that. Oh yeah, after you read Bad Dog Dodger, really funny story. I think you're gonna like it. After you read that, you're going to go back into Reading Street and go to the same big red button that says Classes. And for writing, you have a journal entry to do about that story. So that's where you're going to find that as well, the same place that you found the story. If for some reason you cannot get the story to work, you cannot find it, there's a big problem, then you can just work on Reading Eggs or Reading Express. I really want you guys to read the story Bad Dog Dodger, though. Don't just say, oh, she said I didn't have to do it. I want you to do that before you do anything else. And if for some reason your computer just really will not let you in, then you can just work on Reading Eggs or Reading Express. But try your best to read that. If a lot of people are having problems with it, I can read the story to you in a later video. All right, come back later for a read aloud, and we will see you guys soon. Have a great day, boys and girls. Bye.